Hi guys, so this is part three of um, of my story. I'm telling my story is basically based on marriage and struggling father, divorce, the life of a man, basically, right? First of all, these stories are easy for me to tell because it's the truth, you know. Some people, when they get divorced, they lie about stuff, and everything I'm telling you guys is the absolute truth. I even have my phone on a Bible while I'm telling these stories, right? Okay, so I just want to start off with my father. My father, um, he doesn't have a good reputation because he was somebody that was mentally unstable. I think he had some sort of psychological problem. Um, he was abusive, number one, very abusive. He was a drug addict. I used to wake up in the morning and to him and my mother fighting every morning. He was upset if he woke up in the morning. It's like a demon was inside of him. And imagine that as a 9-year-old or 8-year-old child, you're waking up and this is what you must wake up to, and you must go to school and concentrate. And it was just tough for me to a point that I never even wanted to tell people he's my father, or I never wanted to bring my friends to my house or whatever. I was so embarrassed because of him. Um, and I told myself one day that when I get married, I do not want to have the same type of relationship with my wife, right? Years went by, my father and mother got divorced after 20 years, and when they got divorced, I had to step up and be the man of the house. A lot of pressure from me. I didn't really enjoy my childhood because of that. Especially my youth, because I had to always um, act like a father. And there was even a time when my mother said I must give my sister hiding, and I think it was wrong of her to tell me that, to put that responsibility of a parent onto a child, and the sibling must now act like a father and keep the sisters hiding. I mean, that's only in the colored community you will find something like that, and I think it's out of the pit of hell because I had to be a child and I had to be a brother. I cannot be a father. Until today, I feel bad about that, hitting my sister, especially the younger one. Um, yeah, but anyways, that's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make, I met this girl on Mixit. Her name was Dark Angel at the time. That time Mixit was still active, up and running. Her name was Dark Angel. We chatted for a while. I saw in a picture, oh, she looks not too bad. She looks quite attractive at the time. I thought to myself, oh, I can see myself with somebody that's so successful. Because I asked her like what she's doing. She said, no, she lives in Uitenhage. Her name is Robin. And she works at VW. She's in the office. So I'm thinking, wow, this girl, she must be coining it at that age, so successful. And she has her own apartment, what person has their own apartment at age 20, 21, So I was like very attracted to this person. We chatted like for months. And then eventually when we wanted to meet, I think a week before the time, I was already emotionally invested, right? On my way there that week, she tells me, her name is not Robin. I'm gonna give her a real name because you know how people are. I'm just gonna give a character name. So her name is not Robin, her name is Serki, right? So I go and meet Serki. I thought, let me just see what it's about. So I go and meet Serki, and she tells me no, everything she told me was a lie, and she's not working at VW, she's unemployed, and she's living with her uncle, and blah blah blah. I thought to myself, this is just gonna be a hit and run for me, most how guys are. But as soon as I started to learn to know this person is such a master at manipulating. And I'm a very soft person, to be honest. I'm a soft person. Even my close friends will tell you, when I love with my all. I give my all. I put myself in a situation because that's the type of person I am. So this person, she manipulated me so in our relationship. She made me feel like without me she will die. And she made me feel like she has no one in this world, just me. And I'm also going through my own battles in life, right? But something told me, you know, the warning signs are there. Something told me that this person is mentally unstable. And I continued this relationship. But there was a point where I tried to get away from her. I went to Umtata, went to go and work there, right? I went to go and work there, and I was probably just there about 3 weeks. And then she said, oh, she's coming up to visit. And I was living with my sister at the time in Umtata. I thought to myself, this is actually my getaway to get away from you. I don't wanna be with you. You're right? She followed me she said she's coming to visit. So my sister, being who she is, also said, listen, yeah, I'm married. You cannot bring your girlfriend over here to this house, get your own place to stay. So I got my own place that weekend. Luckily, a friend had a nice place for me. Not big, not small, just enough, you know. So when now Serki came to visit, she didn't just come with a normal bag of clothes. She came with all her clothing, and she tells me she's coming to move in. I'm like, who does that? Who comes to somebody, your boyfriend, your so-called boyfriend at the time, to visit, and you just come and move in? And there already I saw that this person is mentally unstable. One night we had a big argument. I told her, listen, I mean, just go back to where you come from. I don't actually want you here. I want to be alone. If I leave her now, she's gonna kill herself. I thought she was bluffing. You know what she done? She poured a glass of bleach like this and she drank it. And I had to eat it out of her hand. I actually saw her swallowing it. And then she ran off into the darkness that night. And Umtata is a very dangerous place. I was searching the whole Umtata for her. I couldn't find her, and I didn't want to find the police because I didn't want it to be something bigger. And then later on she came home like maybe past 1, and I asked her, where were you? Because I walked until by the garage, which is like a 10k walk to see where she was. I thought maybe that's the main road. I thought maybe she'll be there. They told me no, there was nobody like this here. I showed pictures. And eventually she came. She said no, she was around the corner, sitting there in the corner of a street. I told her, listen, yeah, man, if you want to go home, don't go now, home at night. Tomorrow morning I'll pay your bus ticket for you to go home. And okay, the story is too long. I'll continue the story again. But I wanna continue it, but I wanna leave you guys with this. So the next day, she apologized so much. She eventually stayed, and I should have just let her go home. You know, if I had to let her go home, I probably wouldn't be in this predicament where I am today. You know, the predicament of being a father, but you cannot see your son because you had a child with a mentally unstable person, right? That's the predicament I am in now, you know. But I'll continue the story again. Okay, that's enough.